Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2015 LK Ping Pong Tournament Selection Show. I'm your host, Trevor Hughes. Just 32 of the original 64 players remain as we move on to the next stage of the tournament. Before we announce the seeds, let's take a look at the official rulebook. 32 players will face off in a single elimination tournament for a shot at the championship, which will most likely be held at Rock Chalk Park. Each match in the round of 32 will be the best of a 7-game series. Each game will be won by the first player to reach 21 points, and must be won by at least 2 points. Servers will switch off every 5 points, and players will switch sides after every game. There are no faults at any time except on the final point of the game, and finally, 2 consecutive lets results in a point for the opposing player. Just a short while ago, the tournament committee finished up the official tournament bracket. It's now time to reveal the number 1 overall seed, and that number 1 seed is Jackson Flynn. Coming out of Group I, Jackson recorded a perfect 9-0 record in the tournament's highest point differential of 104. Many are doubting him due to weaker competition in pool play, but he is eager to show everyone he's deserving of the number 1 seed. Moving on to the Southwest region, which will be home to the second number 1 seed, Charlie Newsom. The Group P powerhouse dominated his competition, also recording a perfect 9-0 in pool play. The Southeast region will host the third number 1 seed, Group J's very own Sam Squarlow. Sam also swept his opponents in what was arguably one of the more competitive groups this year. That leaves us with the West region, where the fourth and final number 1 seed, Steven Garcia, will play. Steven emerged as a top contender out of Group C, also going undefeated in pool play. Those are the 4 1 seeds leading the way this tournament. We will get back to the rest of the bracket after a quick bit about seeding. All seeds were calculated based entirely off of stats from the first round. Seeds were decided using a combination of total record and point differential, and are not necessarily a true representation of that player's skill. That being said, let's take a look at the rest of the second round matchups, starting with the East region. As stated before, Jackson Flynn will be the number 1 seed in the East region. He will play Jake Stiegel out of Group L. Jake advanced with a 1-8 record due to a unique situation caused by forfeits within the group. Also playing in this region is Caleb Holland, the dominant 7-2 force out of Group N. He will take on Tanner Fortmiller, who advanced in Group F with a 7-2 record after being eliminated in Group E. On down to the bottom half of the East region, we have the 7-2 Owen Heffernan of Group B at the 3 spot, where he will take on Group C's Kyle Hoffman. Kyle went 6-3 in Group C, losing only to current 1 seed Steven Garcia. The number 2 seed of the East region will go to Jacob Pavelak, who very nearly went undefeated in Group G, coming up just short in his final game. He will be challenged by Trip Wright of Group D. Trip emerged from one of the hardest groups, so his 6-3 record should not be taken lightly. Okay, let's slide on over to the Southwest region, where, as we said before, Charlie Newsom is the 1 seed. Charlie will go up against fellow Group P competitor Trevor Munch. Trevor narrowly escaped Group P with a 4-5 record and negative point differential. He lost all 3 of his matches to Charlie, but is ready for a rematch. The 4 seed in this region will be claimed by Chase Hofer, the 7-2 runner-up of Group O. His opponent will be Andrew Keating. Andrew advanced out of Group E, one of the toughest groups, with a 7-2 record. And down to the other half of the region, we have Garrett Lewinstra leading us off with the 3 seed. Garrett finished with an 8-1 record in Group O, but did not have a high enough point differential for a 2 seed. His challenger will be Braxton Olsen, coming out of Group L with a 6-3 record after being eliminated from Group K. And coming in at the 2 seed is Logan Hawley of Group D. Logan only lost 1 game in one of the tougher groups of the tournament. He will be met by Jay Deneen, who advanced out of Group F with a 6-3 record after several group dropouts. And moving on down to the Southeast region, we have Sam Squarlow at the 1 seed, going up against the 4-5, Zach Sanders. Zach narrowly advanced out of Group N with a negative point differential after being eliminated from Group I. Next up is Group G's Grant Capps. Grant advanced with a 7-2 record and ended group member Jacob Pavelak's perfect record in his final game. He will be taking on the 7-2 Carson Gilliland from Group A. And starting us off on the bottom half of the Southeast region is Coleman Houck at the 3 seed. Coleman finished with an 8-1 record in Group E, making him one of the tougher 3 seeds. He will be challenged by Andrew Ferguson, the 6-3 runner-up from Group K. The 2 seed in this region will be claimed by Shane Hofer, who easily advanced out of Group M with an 8-1 record and the only other point differential greater than 100. His first round opponent will be Garrett Hodge, the runner-up in Group J. He finished with a 6-3 record, but his group was one of the hardest in the tournament. This could be the matchup of the first round. And now we move on over to the 4th and final region, the West. Steven Garcia holds the 1 seed in this region, and he will take on Jared Bennett. Coming out of Group I, Jared finished with a 5-4 record, but one of his group opponents was the tournament's overall 1 seed. Coming in at the 4 seed in this region is Scott France out of Group M. Scott advanced with a 7-2 record with a point differential that kept him just short of a 3 seed. He will go up against Alejandro Carbolito, who advanced out of Group A with a 7-2 record. And on to the 4 remaining seeds. At the 3 seed, we have the Group K winner, Jack Flynn. Jack advanced with a 7-2 record and the highest point differential of all the 3 seeds. He will go up against Henry Ossie in the first round. Henry advanced out of Group B with a 6-3 record. The final 2 seed will go to Casey Hernan out of Group H. Casey is the only 2 seed with a perfect 9-0 record, but his point differential was the lowest of all the undefeateds. He will get a rematch against his Group H rival, Alex Kataforis. Alex advanced with a 5-4 record, but lost all 3 of his games to Casey. That concludes this year's tournament selection show. Good luck to everyone that remains, and we leave you with one final look at the official bracket.